he mentioned this story. He said that when he went to one of the countries in Africa, he didn't mention, at least in those moments or times when I heard the Shaykh in one of it was like on cassette tapes. The Shaykh, he mentioned, rahimahullah, as he mentioned here, that he went to some 20 countries, he visited for da'wah, and then he met with some of the students of knowledge that graduated, and he see their da'wah, alhamdulillah. He said he was in one of the countries, and he find that one of the students who graduated from University of Medina, he went back, alhamdulillah, after he learned the Aqidah Sahiha, the sound creed, the Tawheed, the Sunnah. He came back to that country of Africa, and he began to call to the Tawheed and warn against shirk, call to the Sunnah, warn against innovations. And then, of course, now, in that area where he was, and the country where he was, it was a Sufi, headquarter. Okay? So they didn't like what he's doing. All right? So they start to harm him in many ways. Him, alhamdulillah, the people that Allah wants good for them, they come around him and they begin to learn. So when he says, Shaykh al-Turuq al-Sufiyya, the leaders and the heads of the Sufi orders, they see that this man now, he has numbers now, he's picking up numbers. A lot of people are coming listening to him. By Allah's will, subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's the one who guides whom he wills. So they began to panic now. What's going to happen? That's it. This is the end of it. At the end of this young person here, then we're going to do something about it. So they began to harm him. But he's patient. They harm him. He's patient. He didn't say nothing. They even harm him physically and everything. And he's patient. So much so that the students and other people, they say, SubhanAllah, why don't you go and take them and report them to the ruler? And the ruler was a kafir, because that country was it was a colony. It was a colony under the rule of some European kafir country. So the ruler who was in there was from that kafir country. So they told him, go. This man is just. Go to him. He says, no, I'm not going to go to no kafir person. I'm going to be patient. We learned that it's not going to be easy. Okay, we learned, that's what they taught us. This is the path of the prophets and the messengers and the ulama of Ahlul Sunnah, the Sahaba. It's not going to be easy like that. All right? So I'm patient. He's harmed again. They tell him, go, and he's patient. So much so the Shaykh, he says, Shaykh Muhammad Amani says, that the heads of the Sufi orders, they couldn't take it anymore. They're the one that go and report him to the kafir ruler. They're the one that went and complained, and they went to the kafir ruler, and then when he said, they went all of them, the big shots of the Sufis. The kafir ruler said, okay, what can I do for you? They says, hey, look, you know us here. When you come, we're here. We're the Muslims. We're the people with this land. All of a sudden, this young guy here, he came to us and started calling to another religion. And he wants to change the people's religion, our religion. He's like, who's this? They said, doesn't matter. He just do something about it. Put him in jail or something. Or he says, no, it doesn't work like that. I have to listen to him. I'm going to bring him. Now, that's the problem. So they said, go bring him. So he came in. So they hear in one side. He said to him, okay, these people, they are accusing you of, misguiding the people and calling to us some religion that is not the religion of Islam. He says, no, I'm just calling to the pure religion of Islam, based on source, from Quran, Sunnah. He said to him, where did you study? He said, I study in Saudi Arabia, in Medina. And you graduate? He said, yeah, I graduated from there, and I came and I'm teaching exactly what I learned over there. Then he said to them, where do you study? Huh? Then he said to them, it's an amazing thing. He said to them, isn't this man here study where? In Saudi? Wasn't your prophet actually was in that area? And he studied in the University of Medina in Medina. Wasn't your prophet actually lived in that city of Medina? He said, listen, you guys remind me of some priests in our country, he says, who they just talk with no knowledge and cause a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion amongst the people. He said, you guys, look, whether you follow this man, because he learned, he went and studied from the source. He studied from the source. And he's calling to that which he studies. You didn't study nothing. So whether you follow him, or at least if you cannot do that, leave him alone. Allah. And then the Shaykh, he says, subhanAllah, when they told him that story, it reminded him of the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَيَنْصُرُ هَذَا الدِّينَ بِالرَّجُلِ الْفَاجِرِ. Indeed, Allah aid this religion with even a kafir. Allahu Akbar. Aina, with a kafir. Aina. So it's very important, ya Ikhwan. It's not, subhanAllah, if you want to call to the deen of Allah, or you want to hold on to the deen of Allah, and people are all going to smile to you and give you ice cream and gifts, and put like roses in your path and rags, it's not going to happen like that. Now you're going to suffer sometimes. People are going to look at you funny, they're going to call you names. Prophet ﷺ, they call him names. Now you're going to go through some hardship. You may find this opposition from the closest people to you. If Allah guide you to al-Islam and now you're upon the Sunnah, let's say somebody, mashallah, we start with a brother or a sister who they were raised in kufr. Who knows, whatever. Kufr is kufr, okay? And then Allah guide that brother, that sister to al-Islam. Of course. Yes, I heard sometimes that a brother, a sister, they become Muslim, but their family are so supportive. Allahu Akbar. That's from Allah. But in many cases, families are against that. Dare you leave our religion? Who are you? This Islam, this Kada, these Muslims, this. Especially in our time, when some people, they're trying their best, the enemies of Islam, to tarnish the image of Islam. And they try to paint the whole Muslim with a wide, broad brush, All of them are terrorists. They forget that a lot of Muslims are just tourists, So, if you get the point. So it's very important for us to understand. Sometimes your family, they're going to give you a hard time, they're going to do this and do that, and they may not like you, they may call you names, they may turn all of them against you. But what are you going to do? Fight them and turn against them? No, you want to be patient and show them the reason why you choose this Islam. And then, inshallah, those who are reasonable amongst them as the ulama themselves, because some of them have some intellect and reason, they were like, wait a minute, this man is different. If we treat him like this, the little bit, like 1% of what we've been giving him all these 5-10 years, before he became Muslim, some of us will be shot. He's going to fight us back. But now for all these years, and he's still nice. He's the nicest person to us. When any one of us sick, he's the first one that comes. When any one of us go through any hardship, he's the first one to come and assist and aid. He's patient. We nasty to him, and he's patient. We throw rotten tomatoes, he gives us beautiful apples. That's how it is, man. That's how you do it. Okay? If somebody throws you tomatoes, go wash your face and head and bring them a strawberry, fresh strawberry. Man, that's going to do it. It's going to be like, wow. Because when they see it, like, hey, it's coming, he's going to, I don't know what you're going to throw at us. And you give him a nice pie of strawberry pie. They're like, who are you? We just throw you with rotten tomatoes. You bringing us fresh pie? He said, like, this is my religion, man. If you throw that stuff on me a long time ago, that may be the last time you're going to throw something at somebody. But now it's not the case. I don't act like that anymore. I do what my Lord and what's pleasing. Alhamdulillah, and we heard stories like that, that some of those brothers, mashallah, families, they became Muslims after a long years of struggle and them, being nasty to her or him. Likewise, you may be, mashallah, born in a Muslim country, Muslim family, but grow up upon Sufiya, upon Shia, upon Khawarij, upon, I don't know, Mu'tazila, Ash'ariya, Ikhwaniya, Tablighiyya, upon something that opposes the sunnah. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you to the sunnah. Sometimes, some parents are just so cool, like we say. They're like, hey, sunnah, doesn't matter. Do whatever you want to do. But many cases, some parents, they're like, what? Sunnah? Salafiyah? Are you out of your mind? Sophia will get out of here. And they will boycott you. That's it. They don't know you. You're not one of the family members anymore. They know you the same thing. You're going to be patient. Same way, if you have a sick person, you're the healthy one. And you have a sick person in the house. What do? Because they throw stuff at you, or throw up on you, or look at you funny, or call you names, or they cry at you and yell at you or something, and you couldn't get some sleep. Now you're going to like cry back at them and throw stuff at them. Now you're going to treat them like they're sick. And be patient with them and talk to them. Choose the right time to give them the medicine. If someone's sick, you just keep shoving the medicine all day? No, you want to wait. No, it's not time for the medicine. I cannot give him this. If this medicine doesn't work, you're going to find another one. Same thing in da'wah. You don't want to keep talking to them. Da'wah, tawheed, jahannam, hellfire. La. You're going to choose the right time, ya akhi, to give it to them. And if one way you're doing it is not working, choose another way to do it. This is the hikmah of giving da'wah. And may Allah grant us tawfiq. Ameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us firm upon His path. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us beneficial knowledge that produces righteous actions. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us fiqh in the religion, the sound and correct understanding. May Allah give us hikmah. وَمَنْ يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ فَقَدْ أُوتِيَ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. Whoever is given the hikmah has been given a great deal of good. وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله صحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا.